Alright guys, this message is going to be for my Geminis out there or Gemini cross-watcher. This could also be reversed. Remember, you can reverse the whole message, but I have something pretty specific. What is up with every single time I start a video? There's some sort of something going on. Either the neighbors are fighting or arguing or revving their engine, or the damn airplanes are passing, or I hear a car off in the distance that's distracting the shit out of me, and there's an ambulance. You get what I'm saying. Or there's thunder. Lightning and the thunder, 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 and the thunder. So basically, what I was getting, if you guys are new, I'm going to go ahead and say it, I'm ADD, like bad, okay? Or I have it, supposedly. It's just, like, my attention, you'll see. Anyway, so what was I saying? Okay, alright, yeah, I had an idea before I started your video. I saw, it was more like a vision, but it kind of went off into like me just imagining this, like I don't know. So I pictured somebody sitting here eating, what do you call it? Milk duds. Do you guys know what milk duds are? They're like these, in my opinion, really delicious candies. But they're harsh on the teeth. Okay, they're something to do with the dentist. You know, I just got out of the dentist, but dentistry. Somebody's gone to the dentist, needs to go to the dentist. It's very specific here. Cavities, sore teeth, teeth hurting. So they're like hard caramels, and they're covered in chocolate, but they stick to the teeth, okay? And they can pull out your fucking fillings. They can pull off your crowns. So I had a vision initially of someone here in my Gemini message, could be reversed, right? Somebody chewing on one of these, and their crown, they had a crown on their tooth, and their crown started to kind of loosen a little bit, like they could feel it, right? Trying to pop off, but pop off. Thank you, Spirit. And so, but it wasn't, and so somebody's like, oh, let me not eat any more milk duds, at least on this side of my mouth. Let me only eat the milk duds on the opposite side of my mouth so I don't pull my crown off my tooth. So somebody continues eating the milk duds, you know, you can imagine where this goes. So then I started going off into more of like mentally thinking about it, right? And I start thinking, well, damn, if somebody starts, and I was like, how can I apply that in the message today for Gemini or cross-watcher? Well, I did. I got the whole message from it. Because eventually what happens, even if you were to put the fucking milk duds down, eventually you're going to crave those milk duds again. You're going to go buy some damn milk duds. Or Halloween's going to come around, you're going to get them in your box or in your baggie. Somebody going to get some milk duds again. And so here's their vice. They just can't stay away from it. And so they take this one thing that they already know is causing an issue, right? And they partake in it once more because, well, they love it so much, right? And what does it do? Exactly what you think it's going to do. It's going to rip that fucking crown right off, and it's going to cause a lot more pain. See, it was being protected before, that tooth. But it's no longer protected because the crown doesn't come all the fucking way off, although the person had plenty of warnings not to partake in these milk duds. See what I'm saying? It's the idea of someone here, I'm not saying it's you, Gemini or cross-watcher. It could be somebody who is attached to your energy. They keep dealing with somebody on and off instead of just letting somebody go. Okay? But this could also be you, where it's like somebody here has been told time and time again by their person's actions, by a certain individual's words, that somebody is not going to respect them. They're not going to protect them, not genuinely. It's almost like abuse. You know what I mean? It's like somebody must be a masochist here, or they're a glutton for punishment, for pain. They like torture. They like to harm themselves, hurt themselves, and not in the sense of like physically, but by allowing someone who doesn't deserve them to stay in their energy constantly, repeatedly. Even if somebody knows something ain't good for them in more ways than one, not only is it going to pull the crown off, but, you know, the sugar isn't really that great and it's not good for you. You know, there's just a lot of things that's bad about it. So it would be best to just put it up, hang it up, and be done with it. Find a new vice, but something better, like chew on carrots or something, right? But somebody doesn't want that because they can't get enough until eventually they're going to get so much of something. It's going to take something here, something big, for somebody to see that someone is not good for them. That's what I think in your message. It's going to take someone getting hurt. It's going to take someone losing something. It's going to take someone feeling more pain. And you know what's crazy though, is every time somebody involves themselves with a particular individual here, they get hurt a little more every time. But because they love it so much, or they love them so much, because someone is so convinced that they just can't stay away and they must keep doing it, and whatever, it's like they're going to get hurt more in the end. It's just a matter of time. It's inevitable. This is not going to end well. It will not end well. Okay, so if this is not you, cross-watcher or Gemini, this is someone on the outside of you, whoever they're dealing with, or it could be them dealing with you if it's reversed, but it's like not going to end well. It's like, what is it going to take for someone to get the picture here? And this is not me being holier than thou, because let me tell you, do you know how many times I've gone through that? A lot. Unfortunately, that is the way that my dumbass learns, is pulling my crowns off and shit. The hard way, you could say. So I'm gonna say the hard way, and not in a type hard way, right? I'm talking the hard way. Like, what's it going to take for somebody to realize that who they're dealing with is controlling, is manipulative, is a liar, is abusive? Like that, right? Is it going to take them outright putting their hands on somebody here for someone to see? I hope not. I rebuke that energy, but sometimes that's what people, because it's like they don't think they ever will. Like, what this reminds me of? This reminds me of those people that's like, they know that they're about to lose someone, right? Because they know that the person's tired of their shit. They don't want to put up with their shit anymore. They're tired of this person causing a scene, or they're tired of this person, just the shit that goes on. They're tired of it. So what do? The person can feel it, right? They can feel the person pulling away from them more, just like the crown pulling away from the tooth. They can feel this individual kind of getting distant from them. They feel you getting distant from them. They're like, oh, I don't have that many more times I can fuck up before they try to leave me, and that ain't gonna happen. So what am I gonna do? Well, this time someone's gonna come in and make it to where other people either won't want you, vice versa. You see what I'm saying? Like, let me get you knocked up, or let me put physical marks on you like hickeys and shit, or let me get you to tattoo my name on you, so that things like that, so that other people will know you're property of me. You see what I mean? Let me get more, like, this may be someone who, they damn near did it this time, but somebody takes them back, right? And then they get with them again. If this is not you doing this, or somebody on the outside of you, this could still be that. Could be y'all's children, especially if they're older, right? So be careful. But anyway, this will be like if somebody gets back with their ex, right? But then when they get back with them, like however many times this is, they've gotten back together or decided to work something out. But it's like, okay, we get back together, but then now this person wants to start taking more sex videos and stuff. Not that they haven't before, and taking images with each other, like some naughty, not so nasty stuff, But it's like, well, we're in a relationship. Of course we do that. But the real reason somebody's doing it is because in case the person that they've been doing this to does decide to leave them for good, they'll be able to tell someone, look, I just fucked her, so obviously she ain't into you, or I just fucked him, so obviously he ain't into you. Look at the timestamp on this video we took. You see what I'm saying? To like claim their territory, because it has nothing to do with love. There's no love here. Like, what is the milk dud doing for you, actually, right? Or what is the milk dud doing for this person if it's outside of you? Harming someone. It's not healthy for them. It's not helping them at all. It's just a quick fix. It's sweet for a little bit until it ain't so sweet anymore. Until you do what? Eat it and you shit it out. It turns into shit. It literally turns into shit. And then strips not only nutrients from your body, but from your fucking mouth. Strips your teeth out of your mouth. Yeah. Sticks to you. So it's like obsessive, even. Like a person. Imagine this as a person, a milk dud. It's obsessive. And when it does stick to you, it sticks to you. Like, it's got to make its presence known just so nobody, just so everybody knows that person's been there. It's like a dog having to piss in your yard just so that other dogs will know whose yard it is. Claiming their territory. Marking their territory. Making sure everybody knows. That's a really insecure person, this milk dud. This milk dud is an insecure individual. I've been there. I used to be like that. A lot of people can relate, have been there at one point in time where it's like, I have to make my mark, or I have to let it be known. Like, I'll leave my hair stuff in your car so people see it in case you have anybody in there, so they know who, you know what I mean? Or I have to put your picture on my phone, vice versa. Or you have to put my picture on your phone so that, you know, anywhere you go, somebody's gonna, that's the first thing they're gonna see. You know what I mean? Like, you have to post me often so that people know that we're together, right? It's like that. I'm really tense in this one. I'm like in a good mood, but I'm tense. It's almost like I feel like I have to whisper to talk about it, you know, or I have to be like, it's uncomfortable. Someone here, it's like, and that's the thing too. Someone's realizing that they damn near did it this past time, or if this is coming in the near future, whatever the next issue is that a couple has, it's going to be a big one. I'm telling you, it's just going to keep getting worse. It ain't going to get better. It's going to get worse until it's stripped of everything, until it hurts, and someone's got to go get help for it or get fixed, you know, in some way, get something fixed. Even if it's their heart, you know, get the God or the universe to help them, because they've been damaged so many times by someone. My heart is damaged. You heard that song? I think Danity Kane sang it. But anyway, whoever the other partner is, whether it's you or someone on the outside of you, whoever is the one receiving this. Now, I'm not saying it don't take two to tango and that two people aren't guilty here and that one's completely innocent, but maybe, yeah. Maybe, yeah. Maybe sometimes they are. But sometimes, no. I don't know, but either way, the person who more so is like tries to start, like, even they realize it's not a healthy relationship. You know, even they realize what someone's trying to do, but they keep taking them back because love, right? It's just a wreck waiting to happen. Like, that's very unsafe, whatever somebody's doing, and I can guarantee you the speed limit is not that. It's a risk. So every time somebody takes someone back, or every time somebody involves themselves with somebody, it's a risk. It's a risk on their health, even sexually. I mean, it's a risk on their life, on their mental sanity. It's a risk. And the person knows it. Like, somebody here knows it. Either you know it, cross-watcher Gemini, or vice versa. If this is someone on the outside of you, they know it. But they're like denying themselves or lying to themselves. And it could be, it reminds me a lot of like when you see somebody who's been like domestically, you know, because it's like in their mind, you know, this is somebody who could really benefit from therapy. Just talking to someone. There's nothing wrong with that. Talking to someone, having someone, yeah, it feels like, you know, because when shit is gonna hit the fan, and I mean like bad, and it will, guys, it always gets worse, okay? Especially when it's something that's been like, there's really no way to explain it other than someone's just gonna have to see it. I feel like maybe even people on the outside of somebody here has tried to give them advice and be like, you know, even indirectly, by like videos like this and saying, hey, this is probably not a good idea. This is someone who eventually you probably need to get away from them or get out of there. You know, this is like red flags, millions of them. And somebody here, it's like, oh my God, I just got a visual. I know my timer went off. I'm about to go. But during Valentine's Day, took my daughters to Walmart and we were walking up and down the Valentine's Day aisle. They had like 3 or 4 of them. You know, they always have those aisles in the front and then they switch them out every season. At least in the United States, they do. They had a cup. They had a coffee cup that said "dump him," and I almost took a picture of it. And I was like, "Damn!" Like, I laughed. Honestly, I laughed because I was like, "Wow, that is fucked up." Can you imagine getting that for like your best friend? Because you know that her man or her woman, whoever she's with, is like not good for them and is abusive. Can you imagine getting that for your kid or your mama? Or your auntie, your neighbor, whoever, or somebody getting it for you? Dump him. Can you imagine their face on Valentine's Day when they open that? Like, wow, I wonder if anybody bought that. You know what I mean? I'm sure they did. Or somebody's sister probably bought it for their little sis or something, their little brother. Can you imagine even more somebody getting that cup, but then they like take a picture of somebody who's cheated on another person and they have the evidence, they have the receipts, they have the proof inside of the cup folded up with some candy and it's in a bag that says dump him. Like, it's going to take something big for someone to see. I think eventually someone's going to end up getting hurt because they're refusing to speak up for themselves. And I feel like this is somebody who may have, because I'm doing this, like somebody with dental again, but somebody here who may have spoken up for themselves. They may have actually told somebody, no, I'm done. This is over. What you did wasn't right. What you said wasn't right. How you acted wasn't right. I don't want you back. Or maybe I want you back, but that you do this again, I'm done, you know? But the person that is dealing with them knows that, yeah, right. They take me back every time. I can do what I want. It's my territory. They really ain't got no backbone. Like, somebody here is not taking someone seriously. So what's it going to take is what I'm saying. You know, what's it going to actually take for someone to see that, to even listen to their own advice, to even listen to their own words about a person? What's it going to take? And I understand some people are in positions where they can't leave. You know, in that case, that's going to be really hard. I feel like in that case, somebody needs, whoever this person is, needs to at least let people close to them know. That way other people can be kind of on the lookout. Because, you know, you can brush off how somebody acts for a while until eventually it gets to the point where, like, some people do become dangerous, guys. You know what I mean? Because they get conditioned to being able to get away with it for so long with you that the moment you don't let them anymore, they can't handle it. Like, they've lost all control. The moment you claim your power back, you know, it's not like they respected when you said no any other time because you let them back in, right? If it's not you, somebody else. So they're going to expect that every time. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it here. I love you so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.